Legendary NBA player Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others were killed when a helicopter they were in crashed earlier today in Calabasas, California. Details of Bryant's shocking death are still coming in. Millions of people across the globe are in mourning. Our Courtney Robb joins us here in the studio. Courtney, what is the reaction to this tragedy?
Cash, the reaction has just been, is this even real right now? It's not just Los Angeles, it's not just the NBA and the basketball community. People everywhere in a state of shock, in a state of mourning over this incredible loss and death of 40-year-old Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. I mean, just last night, Bryant's decorated NBA career resurfacing after LeBron James surpassed Bryant on the NBA all-time scoring list. Bryant then congratulating James for knocking him from that 3rd spot down to 4 when it happened. Now, for this to happen just hours later, it's completely surreal for so many people trying to process that Bryant Mamba is gone. This was the scene outside the Staples Center after the news broke. People gathering to remember Bryant. The news announced right before the start of the Mississippi State Ole Miss women's basketball game. Our sports reporter Chris Bolton caught up with coaches and fans at the Humphrey Coliseum reacting to the news. Take a listen.
There are no words to express the feeling that we all had. You know, I grew up in the Jordan and then Kobe came along era, and everybody, I wanted to be Kobe. Everybody wanted to be Kobe, and so it's surreal, and I think that's why I allowed one of my daughters to come in and experience this, because time is precious.
For Kobe, for just think back to his career. I mean, you're talking about one of the all-time great players, and he's got a daughter. I mean, and she's going to play. It's such a tragedy, and it hits on so many fronts. That's a family. That's just, they're not here anymore like that. I mean, you woke up this morning, and now you have that. For somebody that did so much for our game, both as a player and ambassador, he's a great dad. You know, I've seen him and her together many times at games, and yeah, I don't know the full story, so I don't know what they were doing, but they were together. That means something.
Kobe's like my favorite player, and I had started watching his daughter, and it's kind of sad to see her go, because he was like, she was gonna play just like him.
He's so young. He was so young, and you never knew what Kobe Bryant was going to do on the court. He was absolutely incredible with the basketball, one of a kind, no doubt about it.
He's now one of the biggest influences in the NBA and just in basketball in general, especially to young kids. Like my generation, you know, I know a bunch of kids that played basketball, grew up watching Kobe, and so it's really upsetting.
He set the standard. He's what people wanted to be. He's what kids wanted to be, what other players wanted to be. That's what he was the aspiration.
Felt like a member of my family, you know, when you grow up watching an individual and a diehard Laker fan, that makes, you know, it makes a difference.
The lasting impacts that Bryant had clearly so obvious. The NBA Commissioner Adam Silver making a statement on Bryant's passing earlier today, saying the NBA family is devastated by the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. For 20 seasons, Kobe showed us what is possible when remarkable talent blends with an absolute devotion to winning. He was one of the most extraordinary players in the history of our game, with accomplishments that are legendary. 5 NBA championships, an NBA MVP award, 18 NBA All-Star selections, and 2 Olympic gold medals. But he will be remembered most for inspiring people around the world to pick up a basketball and compete to the very best of their ability. He was generous with the wisdom he acquired and saw it as his mission to share with future generations of players, taking special delight in passing down his love of the game to Gianna. We send our heartfelt condolences to his wife, Vanessa, their family, the Lakers organization, and the entire sports world. Again, that was NBA Commissioner Adam Silver describing Bryant the best anybody possibly could, and so much more that could be said about Bryant, his illustrious career, his life, the Mamba mentality, legacy living on as NBA star Kobe Bryant is confirmed dead at 41.